is up, you guys? Welcome back to Utah, and we have the 2011 Roundtable event kicking off out here. Got all the boys, so we have Tactical Bearded Dad, 2A in LA, and Major Havoc. I'm so stoked to have these guys out. We have tons of crazy guns, and let me just go through, let everybody say hello, and then we'll pick up from there.
What's good, fam? It's your boy 2A in LA. Yes, as Jeff said, out here in sunny Utah. This is the second annual event, and of course the goal is to just keep this going. Last year we were in sunny Southern California. Today we are in beautiful Utah, and like Jeff said, the spread is ridiculous.
It's Havoc here, and man, are we stoked to get this day started. We've got a wonderful array of pistols. We're going to focus on a few new ones, and I'm going to turn it over to Tactical Bearded Dad. There you go, brother.
What's up, everybody? Tactical Bearded Dad here, and I just got to say a huge thank you to Jeff for bringing us out, letting us come to his hometown, have a great time with some phenomenal firearms, you know, some great sponsors that helped us out with everything. So, you know, we are just super excited to bring y'all a ton of content on firearms that are new, that are older, that are unique, that just have a lot about them that people want to see.
Yeah, well said. So there's too many guns to go through and list every single pistol here. So we will get to that eventually. But there are some we're going to focus on, which are the newer guns. And just a little disclaimer, if you watched last year's Roundtable event, I think that was an abnormality of the universe coming together and bringing so many just top-of-the-line, brand new, never-before-seen pistols. I don't know if we'll ever see that again.
Yeah.
So
that was very
today we don't have quite that lineup, but we have some fantastic guns. And I think the ones that we're most interested in are going to be what this is the first time I've seen them. We have the AAF Raider.
Yes, indeed.
We have the Torch from Tailored Arms.
Yes, sir.
And then the Zermatt Arms
Yes.
9.
That's the fun
Waltz
name.
9.
A little bonus, we do have a TAC comp from Bull Armory. I know a lot of people are interested in this, so we're gonna test that guy out as well. And then, just like I said, too many more to list. But before we get into it, I want to go through and thank all the companies that came together to help us get this event started.
Absolutely.
So we have Covert Projects, Modern Warriors, Zermatt Arms, Infinity, Not Just Guns, Tee Gun Vault. We have Peace of Mind Guns, Gallinson's Guns, Badlands. They kicked in ammo for us. I mean, everybody came together. I hope I didn't miss anybody. It is a phenomenal event. So if anybody else wants to say anything before we get started, go ahead.
Let's shoot, brother.
Let's do it.
Let's
All right,
go.
let's go.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're going through different pistols. Everybody's off doing their own thing, looking at different guns. And so I picked up the H2 from Phoenix Trinity. This one was sent out by Modern Warriors, and I have run this pistol before. I really like it, and that's why I grabbed it. Want to shoot this thing again. So let's go put some rounds on steel. All right, guys, this one is like several years in the making. This is the Bull Armory TAC comp. So comped gun, ported gun, and a lot of hype around this one. So let's see what this thing does. I did pin the grip safety, polymer grip. So there's some things that really high potential and then some really big downsides with this gun too. Shoots nice though, man. Yeah, I mean, if I'm being totally honest, the feel of this gun as far as like recoil impulse, the softness, flatness, this is the best gun I've shot today, except there are some potential downsides that we'll talk about later too, but TAC comp, that thing's legit. All right, guys, now we're gonna talk about a gun I really don't like. That is the Staccato HD. I don't like any Staccato HDs. I think they are super uncomfortable to shoot. They don't shoot well, and their triggers suck. Well, Infinity came up with the big workaround for much of that, and this is an Infinity trigger kit in the Staccato HD, so solving a lot of those problems while maintaining that Series 80 trigger, which is pretty freaking amazing because this trigger, I haven't just dry fire, this trigger feels fantastic. Let's see how it feels in a HD. Like, that is pretty incredible for an HD. Like, I tell you, I really don't like this gun, but with this Infinity trigger in it, it makes it a totally different animal, and it may even get me to start shooting my HDs. So, well done, Infinity. Okay, guys, so I just shot this, and I just want to show you this trigger up close. So, Blake, where can you see that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so for those of you that have shot in HD, you know how garbage that trigger is. Look at this. Like, I mean, that is insane. Look at this reset. Like, and if Infinity didn't tell me this was still a Series 80, I would believe in Santa Claus before I would believe that was a Series 80, because that is phenomenal. All right, next up we have one of my absolute favorites, and very strange for me to say that because this is a striker fired pistol, but I hesitate to even call it that because it is so different than what most people think of when they hear the word striker fired. But what I'm talking about is the Zermatt Arms Waltz 9. Damn, I love that gun. But that trigger's so light. When I first started like just trying to take the slack out, I broke a couple shots. This thing takes some getting used to, but it is phenomenal. The weight, the trigger, the comp, love this gun. Don't love the mags. All right, this next gun is a really good segue into Sunday and the live broadcast, which by the time you see this will already have passed. You'll probably already have watched that, so perhaps this is a moot point. But I bring that up because this is the Peace of Mind Guns Shadow 2 from CZ. The work was done on this from MK3 down in Vegas. They did all the Cerakote and these lock grips in purple with the light purple accents and the inline porting on top. This thing is crazy. After I shoot, I will give you a close-up on this trigger. This is a CZ trigger out of the CZ custom shop, and it is so ridiculous. So let's shoot this thing. I really haven't shot it. I just zeroed it. This is the first time I've ever really shot this gun. All right, I'm here with the AAF Raider. Besides zeroing this gun, I've never shot it with no intention. So I figure I trust AAF. I know how they run. Let's put this thing up to a very difficult start and run a black belt standard right out of the gate. 173, A2, Bill. Yes, moly, ammo moly, because they're all in, so it doesn't matter. 181. So hey, we had an ammo moly in there. You got to give me those. Now, was that dumb? Yes. I've done that twice in like as many days. Got it. 130. All right, so that's a pass with the holster penalty included. I mean, for very first rounds besides zeroing through this gun, that's impressive. Now, I did get a few more because I had a partial mag, but dunzo. All right, next up, we're gonna shoot Infinity Millions. This is a 38 Super race gun. And honestly, I've never shot like a real race gun like this in 38 Super. It's obnoxiously loud, I know that. Oh, that's concussive. Well, that is extremely unpleasant to shoot while simultaneously being very pleasant to shoot. It is a very interesting feeling because the concussive nature of all these ports and comp, these triple chamber comp, I mean, it shakes your teeth, but the gun doesn't move. So it is a very weird thing to process. Infinity Millions. All right, guys, we are looking at a Tee Gun Vault gun. This is the Desert Pro Elite from Phoenix Trinity. This is my pistol. So this is actually one that used to belong to Tim Kennedy. Long story, but I ended up with it. And I haven't shot this forever, but we had a lot of Phoenix Trinity guns out today, some Tee Gun Vault guns, and made me think, let's get this guy out. All right, guys, this is something you're not gonna see me shooting very often, and that is an iron sight pistol. So this is from Tee Gun Vault. This is the Aurora, which is an AAF pistol. Has a Chile steel grip, which I really like. I'm not gonna holster it or anything because it is just a very intricate landscape almost engraved in this. Has a wolf footprint, wolves, pine trees. I mean, you know, Tee Gun Vault gets some pretty intricate stuff engraved. It is 4 inline ports up top. That's Tee Gun Vault's porting. I don't know what the name of it is, but I like the that silver and bronze. That looks cool. So let's shoot some irons. I never do this. Last time I shot irons was
The high point.
probably the high point. Oh, these safeties. That's weird. Yeah, the gun I like. I don't like iron sights. So it does have the Nighthawk iOS system, but this isn't my gun. I didn't want to take it apart and put an optic on it. Look at that cool, like howling wolf. Very intricate engraving on this thing. The Chile grip is fantastic. Even in the beaver tail right here, you got some other design work going on. No part of this gun is overlooked, but for me, iron sights are not my jam. But the gun shoots well. I just don't shoot them as well as I would a red dot. So thanks for sending this out, Tariq, and very cool work on this pistol. Just missing the red dot for me. We are over here with the Bull Armory, which is crazy because out of all of the guns that I've shot today that are not my own pistols, new guns that we're getting in for this event, honestly, the best gun or the most potential, I'm gonna say, is this Bull Armory. Like, it shoots the flattest, but that is just plinking around. So now we're over at the 7, gonna start running some bill drills on this little 1/3 A zone from Sage Dynamics, and then we're gonna step it up to real bills and just see where this thing is coming in. Through one really left, 258. Maybe one right, oh, one high, 230. So we get one more and then we'll go to some real A's. Those were in. I think I went a little early, but that was a 202. Let's throw up a cardboard A zone and see. All right, actual A zone with the Bull Armory TAC comp. Let's see. Through one right, but that's a 167. That's a good start. One high, dude. 165. That one was clean, right? Oh no, one right, one right. So 172, which is pretty average. It's not bad. Maybe this needs a 1 pound heavier spring, which it might, it could have in there. Has some extra springs. Oh, did I throw one right again?
No, I think
Okay, 190, that's slow.
clean.
I think that's clean, 177. Oh, just one little hang up on the end there. That was ugly. So let me mark these.
Clean.
That was clean, 169. Clean, 158. That's fast.
Clean.
Clean at a 154, dude.
Nice.
That is, I mean, that's impressive for the first time shooting a gun. Damn, this is one of those guns that really makes me angry because it shoots really nice, but it has these dumbass proprietary magazines, which no matter how good this thing shoots, it'll never be one of the like full rotation guns. I will never make this my go-to gun. It just has too much, the grip and the mags, it's just never gonna happen. So, Bull Armory, get your shit together and make a 2011 magazine. All right, we changed to the 10-pound spring. Just gonna see if that makes any difference. This thing was printing a little, kind of just all over the place. I'm hoping this 10 tightens it up. Oh yeah, yeah, 154. $160. That was early, and I sprayed one. The 10's the way to go, dude. Those are way tighter.
Clean.
That was a 162.
Working. Clean.
168. That was maybe a tad early because that was a 148. That might be it. Yeah. 10's the route though. 10-pound spring feels better too. Just you can feel the gun is even tighter. But man, I almost hate to say it that I'm so impressed, but at the same time, I'm just never gonna make this one of the guns, dude.
Clean.
I think there's one left.
Oh,
162, last one. Nope, half one. Okay, so that was a 112, best ever.
ooh.
Just the bill, no drill. All right, we are gonna do a little exercise. So Charles, Major Havoc here, is picking a gun. He went with the Pit Viper. And are you ready?
Yeah, what am I doing?
You're gonna shoot this out of the air. All right, you ready? You're gonna say pull, and I'm gonna send this into this corner.
Over the car?
Yeah.
Over the car.
Of the new gun,
All right.
you mean?
Paul. Where'd it go?
It's down there.
Oh, can you make it go higher?
Yeah.
Paul. Might have got it. I don't know.
Something happened. You might have got a piece.
You got it.
Oh. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, he shot a grounder.
Oh, low.
Oh.
Dude, you nicked it. Or it took a big jump, dude.
Yeah.
You had to hit it.
I had to hit a fly. Impact.
All right, we are at the 3 because we're gonna do a bunch of modern samurai black belt standards. So I know Alan has run this last time he was out here, and as he said in the Viking video, when you're in Utah, you do as the Utahns do, so you run the black belt standard. So I'll go through and give it my best damn attempt with the Bull Armory. I'm gonna try that and just show you what it is. So starting at the 3 to the body, 2 to the head. So A zone in that expanded head box in 2 seconds. Never run it with this gun, so we'll see what happens. Oh, one high. That was a piss poor grip. So, I don't know if you want to go through the whole, we'll just go through the whole thing. Okay, and then this is, I think, the hardest shot. One shot, A zone in 1 second. And that was a 1.58, so I had plenty of time. Could have slowed down a lot. Barely, and that's an 8.9. And then we go to a bill drill. So you have 2 seconds for this. And I threw one, so that's a 1A1, and then 25. So I'd say this and the one shot are the hardest, but these are probably the two I'll get. And I screwed up the 25, or the 3 and 2 and the bill. So you have a 1.5 seconds for this one. I think I got that. That's a 1.27. Yeah, I got that shot. So I screwed up the 2, what I would consider to be the easier for me. But that's the difficulty of this drill, is throttle control mainly. So those 2, but that is the black belt standard, which I failed. So who wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay, so we're up at the 3. Alan's gonna run it, 2A and LA, and it is 2 seconds for the 3 to the body, 2 to the head, and that's the black belt standard, and there's a purple and a blue. I'm not familiar with those times off the top of my head.
Each one, I think.
Cherry Tactical Sand Viper with ports and comp.
So a little low in 280.
Yeah.
So to the 7, and then this is one shot in 1 second. So this is, the 7-yard is one shot in 1 second for the black belt, purple belt is 1.3, and the blue belt is 1.5. Okay, you got it in 1.56, so just barely missed the blue.
Okay.
Okay, next one, bill drill. Black belt is 2 seconds, purple is 2.5, and blue is 3. One low at a 2.89, so that would have been the blue. That was a good run. And then back to 25, and then this guy is a 1.5 seconds for black belt, 2 seconds for purple, 2.25 for blue. And I would say it's to your advantage to turn your dot down here. Don't have a big blooming dot. All right, you did it in 2:40.
It's low.
So that's just a little over the blue, but I didn't see it.
It's real low.
Oh, and the S.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the right line though, good windage.
So a little low, few outside.
Good grouping though, like these, you just, I think, have a tendency like that throttle control. You just try to go too fast, so you're bringing it up and you're just trying to get those, but you know, millisecond later and they're in the head.
Yeah, and I've never shot this gun before either, so there's that.
Yeah.
I think the real issue here is I didn't have my high point. If I would have brought my yeet cannon, I would have mastered this no problem.
That's not even an issue. All right, we are here at the 3 with Major Havoc. He'll tell you what gun he's running and then we'll get this started.
I'm running the steel grip AAF, the Raider, Alpha American Firearms. Wow.
Little high in 235, so you would have been just between a purple and a blue.
Yep.
Okay, 2 to 7.
I told those guys they were going to shoot low to aim high, and I was just too high.
That's how it works. All right, next up, one shot to the A zone in a second, 1.3 or 1.5. You got a bad draw.
I hung up on the holster.
Yeah, here, you get a molly, but not if you break a shot, but we'll give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I should have not shot.
Yeah, you just should have stopped. All right, 1.56. So that is just barely after the blue. Okay, bill drill. You get 3, 2, 5, or 2. That was a 2.57, little high, little left. So 2 to 25.
just hit the paper down there, right?
Yeah.
Low.
I couldn't see, but that was a 189.
Yeah, low.
Okay.
I'm clear.
All right, back in the 3 with James, Tactical Bearded Dad, and tell him what gun you're running.
All right, so I am running the Phoenix Trinity Tee Gun Vault Desert Pro. This is just one that I've absolutely loved, and I figured why not?
You got 4 in there.
Yep.
2, 4, 1. That was, you got a blue belt. So now 1 shot to the A zone in 1, 1, 3, or 1, 5. Line break, we'll call it 1, 4, 6. So that would be a blue. Now bill drill. 5 to the right. Okay, so that one was a mess. But you had a blue belt up to that point. I mean, you had that 5 and then it 1 delayed,
Yeah.
so it's reading it one, like the 5th shot was at a 210.
Yeah.
So you probably would have been, you would have had a blue again had you broke that 5th shot. Okay, now here you're going for 2 1/4 basically. I couldn't see that, but that's a 181. So you'd be, that would under the purple time. I'm not exactly sure where, it might be that low A zone.
Yeah, I think it's the low A zone.
So that got it. That was
Yeah.
oh no, it's right here. Or, no, that's not a, it's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you had him.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that was your 3 and 2. And then your 1
The
shot.
extra one.
And then 5 here, Bill, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna run it again, see if I can get it with the bull. All right, let's see if we can actually clean this up and get it with the tac comp on round 2. So we'll try to get it with the holster penalty as well. Went a little too fast on that first one. I don't need 1.5s. All right, 174. That's what I want. A4, that's perfect. Now bill drill. Oh man, 2 even. Holy crap, I got hung up on that last shot, but got it. But not with the holster penalty, but we're rolling today. Man, I got just that 5 shots and then a big old pause. And then that 6 at just at 2. I don't like that whatsoever.
No pressure, but Alan's watching you.
Oh, I can feel his eyes. Ooh, might be right. I think I got it. All right, I'll take that. And that was a 119. Yeah, so, you know what? Let me run this bill drill one more time. I mean, I got it, but I'd like to, this doesn't count, of course, just for my own sanity. 177, so that's what I needed, but it's a piece together pass, we'll call it that. But it was a pass without the holster penalty, but the bill drill tripped me up on that. So I'm impressed with this bull. Still hate those mags, but fun. All right, guys, that is the end of the range day. And once again, it is a case of too many guns for too little time. There is no way that we could get enough trigger time on all of these to really assess each pistol. But I think overall, the ones that we focused on, we got enough attention on. And let's just start over here with James and go through and just give us your thoughts on the day.
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, again, thank you, Jeff, for inviting us out
coming.
here. You know, this was such a blast. I absolutely love being able to do this, to get together and just have fun, shoot some really cool guns and everything like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, one thing that surprised me kind of the most was probably the Bull Armory. For the price point that it is and everything, it was phenomenal, but your infinities are just next level.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but the infinities are just next level. But with what we had today, you know, the torch was really nice. I liked it. The Raider, we already know I'm a huge fan of it. The Waltz 9, I'm a big fan of, but I would say the Bull Armory was probably the one that surprised me the most.
Yeah, you want to go?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to jump on that bandwagon as well. And it's really thinking about this as like how much gun you're getting for your dollar. And hands down, the Bolt Armory won the battle. Like, you're getting so much gun, it shoots so well. And granted, it is the only comped and ported pistol here, so it's not apples to apples. But considering the price point and how well that thing shoots, the Bolt Armory TAC comp was the victor for sure. But at the same time, it's a huge loser because it runs proprietary magazines, which really pisses me off because I like that gun a lot and I hate that gun at the same time for that reason, because it has so much cool stuff with that, the link trigger system. I want to try that. And I just really wish Bolt Armory would just get with the program and put a 2011 mag and a 2011 compatible grip and magazine on that, because that would be a true game changer. And other than that, I'd probably say the Raider and then the Torch. And I mean, it's hard too, because apples to oranges, the Waltz 9, I mean, this may be the best trigger in the whole bunch. It's crazy. So it's just hard to compare some of these things, but I absolutely love the Waltz 9, except it runs Glock mags, which I don't love either. And so it's just hard to really make a direct comparison to these, but I think the best way to do it is gun per dollar. And with that, the Bolt was the victor.
All right, so I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret here. All these guns are really good. All these guns are really good. You get to a certain level in build quality, and the guns are going to be good. I think Jeff and James kind of hit the nail on the head. Look, there are things I don't like about the Bolt Armory gun. I don't like that it's a polymer grip module. I don't like that it has proprietary magazines. I don't like that it has a grip safety. I like the trigger in the sense that you can change it out, so there's some optionality there. I don't like that it's a plastic trigger shoe. That said, that gun runs. It shoots. It is flat. It is fast. The shooting experience, it shoots way, way, way above its weight class. I would say my favorite gun of the day was the AAF Raider. I thought the fit and finish of the gun was really well done. I think Tim makes a very good gun. I have criticized AAF in years past just because I thought their designs were a little bit dated. They didn't have full dust covers. They had grip safeties. The grips were kind of nondescript, but he has really upped his game. In I would say the last year and a half. So shout out to Tim. That gun is great. The newcomer on the block, the Torch, I felt like it was a good offering. I think what happens when you start getting these guns that are $66,000, $6,500, etc., is it starts being a choice, this one or that one. I think for a first time out though, first gun that this manufacturer has made, Taylor Arms, they did a very good job.
Agreed.
Well, first off, I want to thank Jeff and the guys for letting me hang out with them this trip. I didn't make the last one, but
happy to have you.
Like everybody has said, there's not a bad gun on this table, and we all get sometimes accused of being a little snobbish on triggers and fit and finish and all that. But you know what? These targets and this berm and this steel, it doesn't discriminate. You know, so we were out there just having a blast with the four main guns we were looking at. I'd never shot the Waltz, and I really enjoyed the Waltz a lot with the grip tape on it. That came from where
RDR.
RDR, man, that was a cool addition to it. I even took it some one-handed shots and liked it. I think the Bull, universally, all of us thought out of the box, factory stock with just no tune at all. It ran, it didn't choke on soft ammo, it held its own with hot ammo. It was incredibly fun to shoot, and so it wins the day for fun factor for me.
Good way to put it.
For something that I would put in, I mean, I'll buy one of those, but what I would put in my collection, the AAF, they just killed it. I like the aesthetics. I'm a 5-inch gun guy, and I love the steel grip. They nailed it with that new grip.
100%.
And the Torch, the Torch looks good, but you know, instead of you had me at hello, you lost me at plain old V6 ports. That gun had so much more potential, man, with like popping a couple more holes in the top, having a hybrid 8-port. But yeah, everything was great, man. So it was just a blast. So I just appreciate it and hand it back to you, Jeff.
All right. Yeah, so I think that's a well-rounded take on all of these. And luckily I get to hang on to the Torch and to the Raider for a little bit. So there'll be a separate review coming from on my channel with those, and I look forward to it. But I mean, that is an overdose of just amazing guns on the table today. So I think we'll all take this home, digest it a little bit. This is the immediate response, and then Sunday on the live we'll have had a little bit of time to really reflect and maybe articulate exactly what I felt, or I know that's how it works for me. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to digest all this stuff and really put it into a nice little box. So I want to thank these guys for coming out. This is as good as it gets, hanging out with my boys and shooting fantastic guns. What else could a guy ask for, man? This is fantastic. Love it. And stay tuned. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to future stuff and to the live on Sunday. And we'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace out.